Alright, let's dive into it. So much has gone down in the MMA world, and it's honestly overwhelming to keep up. Let's start with something fiery: Charles Oliveira. You'd think after all these years in the UFC he'd be affected by trash talk, but nope. Ilia Topuria tried to get in his head, posting videos on social media and telling Charles to bring his pillow, basically calling him soft. But Charles, he just laughed it off. In an interview with MMAfighting.com, he spoke from the heart. He said, "I don't like to talk about it because everything we say becomes noise." And honestly, he's right. He's been in this game for 15 years, came in young, and now he sees himself as a lion among lions. A different lion. A bad lion. People doubted him so many times before. They said Charles quits, Charles has no hands, but he kept showing up, proving everyone wrong. He knocked people out, he got the job done again and again. And now, when others are talking trash, he's in the gym training, focused, grounded, no social media rants, no gimmicks, just grind. He's staying close to the people he loves, locked in for his next fight on the 28th. That's Charles Oliveira for you. No frills, just fight. Next up is Islam Makhachev. There was a wave of panic after rumors spread that he might retire after only 3 more fights. Fans were losing it, but it turns out it was all just a misunderstanding. His coach Javier Mendez came out and cleared the air. He explained that he was simply thinking out loud in a past interview, speculating, not confirming anything. He never said Islam said it. It was based on a belief passed down from Khabib Nurmagomedov's father, who thought age 35 was the sweet spot for retirement. Javier said maybe 1 fight this year, 2 next year, or maybe more. Who knows? It could even be 6, 7, or 8 fights. In the end, it's all up to Islam, not the coach. Fans and even media twisted it into a headline, and suddenly it was everywhere. Even Daniel Cormier, who's super close with Javier, talked about it in a video, but he helped set the record straight, saying it was more of a thoughtful guess than a set plan. So for now, no panic. Islam's still here, and he's far from done. Now this one is wild. Conor McGregor once again is making headlines, but not for the right reasons. A video from a nightclub in Ibiza went viral. In it, Conor appears to sucker punch a man twice, and no one really knows why. The man he hit, his name is Joe Gomez. According to a pizza entrepreneur, Wayne Elker, who knows Joe personally, Joe didn't do anything wrong. He was just standing there when Conor attacked. Wayne posted about it on Instagram, calling Joe a man with the most special heart. He said Joe took the punches like a champion. That post was shared all over before it got deleted. Another witness, one of Joe's close friends, also spoke up. He said Joe didn't plan on pressing charges and that maybe he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. Apparently, Conor had VIP treatment at that club, free drinks, tables, the works, and security was super tight. If you pulled out your phone near him, you'd be told to put it away. That's why everyone's asking, how did Joe even get that close? As of now, Joe's fine. He had some time off already planned and physically he's okay. But emotionally, that's a whole different story. Let's shift to something more heartfelt. Dustin Poirier is getting ready for what might be the last fight of his legendary career. And guess what? He didn't want Max Holloway. He wanted Justin Gaethje for a trilogy. In a clip posted by Full Violence, Poirier spoke directly. "I chose Justin. The UFC wanted Max for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because of the BMF belt. That Gaethje trilogy would have been epic. Their first 2 fights. Straight up wars. Brutal, beautiful, respectful. That kind of rivalry doesn't come often. It deserved a 3rd and final battle, but it didn't." Dustin isn't mad. He's reflective. He said Max was my first fight in the UFC, and now he'll be my last. That's powerful. That's full circle. And the respect is real. Dustin said he holds Max in high regard, calling him a true legend. "I said legends only," he added, and Max is definitely that. To top it all off, Dustin's not just going out like any fighter, he's going out with a bang. Guess who's walking him out to the octagon on July 19th? Lil Wayne, yes, the Lil Wayne. That's how much this moment means. This fight might not be the exact farewell Dustin envisioned, but with Max across from him and a legend by his side, he's giving fans something unforgettable. And then there was this little unexpected encounter that got fans buzzing. Merab Dvalishvili and Umar Nurmagomedov ran into each other at the UFC Baku hotel, and let me tell you, it might have been nothing or it might have been everything. Both guys are killers in the bantamweight division, both on hot streaks, both eyeing the title. So when fans saw them in the same place, everyone's minds jumped to the same thought. Is this a sneak peek at a future clash? It happened so casually, Merab was taking pictures with fans, wrapped up and headed to his car, and just feet away, Umar was there too, mingling with his own fans. No words were exchanged, no trash talk, just silent tension. But then Merab's fans started chanting his name loud, and suddenly that air shifted. You could feel the competition without a single word. It wasn't hostile, but it was intense. These two haven't fought yet, but the styles, oh man, it would be electric. Merab with his endless cardio and pace, Umar with his polished fight IQ and grappling, a Nurmagomedov prodigy in every sense. For now, it was just a hallway moment, but in the MMA world, that's sometimes all it takes to spark something huge. Okay, this one hit hard. Let's talk about Jon Jones, the GOAT, the legend, the man who's done it all in the octagon. Fans were dreaming of a mega showdown between him and rising British heavyweight Tom Aspinall. It was supposed to be fireworks, it was supposed to be historic, but guess what? It's not happening. Yup, Jon Jones has no interest in fighting Aspinall, and fans are crushed. The heartbreak came after UFC President Dana White told Joe Rogan that if the UFC couldn't lock this fight down, they'd move on quickly. He hinted things were still being worked out. There was hope, just a flicker. But then Jon himself shut the whole thing down. In an interview with Kyle from the Nelk Boys, Jones laid it out plain and simple. He said he respects Aspinall, thinks he's awesome, thinks he has a bright future. But he just doesn't feel that fire for this fight. In his own words, he's not in the position to excite me because if I whoop him, it's just going to be the next guy. There's always going to be someone new who everybody believes in. And that right there, those words, cut deep because it's true. Jones has seen it all before. He talked about the endless loop he's been stuck in as a fighter. Fans used to scream for Rampage, Rashad, Machida and others, and he beat them all, over and over. He's tired. I've done this my whole adult life, he said, and now he's not even sure he wants to fight anymore. Not because he can't, but because his heart isn't in it. He said he doesn't want to say he's officially retired because fighting is still part of who he is. But at these moments, I could really care less about fighting. That right there, man, it hurts. Because for fans, Jon Jones is fighting. He's the face of war, the man who stood toe-to-toe with legends and came out on top. But now, he's talking about inspiration, about connecting with people, about his role shifting. I've punched and kicked enough people, he said. Now, I want to give something back. This was a reality check. First, we lost the dream of Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria. Now this, the biggest heavyweight dream fight, gone. Jones versus Aspinall would have been everything, but here we are, sitting in silence, waiting. Will Jon's passion return? Will we ever see him fight again? Nobody knows. All we know is this: Jon Jones is tired. And he's been real about it. It's been an emotional roller coaster. From Oliveira's calm wisdom to Islam's misunderstood retirement rumor. From Conor McGregor's nightclub chaos to Dustin Poirier preparing to say goodbye with Max Holloway standing in front of him. From a quiet hallway encounter between Umar and Merab that lit up fan discussions to Jon Jones looking back at a lifetime of wars and saying, I think I'm done, for now. This is MMA at its rawest. It's more than just punches and kicks. It's heartbreak, it's legacy, it's exhaustion, it's pride. So as fans, what do? We wait, we hope, we cherish every moment these warriors give us inside the cage, because we never know when a legend will walk away, or when a silent hotel lobby moment will spark the next big rivalry, or when one punch in a nightclub will change public perception forever. MMA is unpredictable, it's messy, it's emotional, and that's exactly why we love it.